Hi viewers, welcome to my channel. In this particular video, I am going to explain Oracle fundamentals. Whether you are Java developer or PHP or .NET or Python, least bother. If you want to develop a complete project, database concept is necessary to understand. So many companies providing database like Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server, DB2, MongoDB, Teradata, PostgreSQL, like hundreds of database available in market. So in my perspective, if you understand any one database out of them, it is not big deal to understand other databases. So if you not subscribe to my channel, please subscribe and click the bell icon below. Let us move to the topic. Now let us understand at very basic concepts what is database. It is a organized collection of interrelated data. So what is the meaning of interrelated data here? So there must be some relation. Then we can call it as a interrelated data. For example, university student. So both have some relation. We can call it as a interrelated data. We can take another example, bank and customer. So both have some relation. We can call it as a interrelated data. You can't say interrelated data, university and customer and bank and student. That is not a meaning of interrelated data. Example, university database stored related to student, course, faculty. Types of database. There are two types of database. They are OLTP, OLAP. OLTP stands for online transaction processing. So this is meant for storing day by day transaction data. For example, bank and some businesses. If you take a bank as an example, many people performing transaction, that is creating an account, depositing, withdraw, deleting an account. So this is nothing but a CURD operation. Like such kind of businesses use OLTP database. Coming to the OLAP. OLAP stands for online analytical processing. So this is meant for analysis the business. So what is the 6 years of data? By using that data, they can perform the analysis the business. It is also called as a data warehouse in which we can store huge amount of data. So this is all about types of database. Now come to the DBMS. It is a software used to create and manage the database. We can also define DBMS as it is a interface between user and database. So this is the user and this is the database. So user can perform CRUD operations, that is nothing but create, update, read, delete operations through DBMS. He can store data in database. Evolution of DBMS. At very first time they were introduced FMS. The FMS was introduced in 1916 in which data stored in file format. HDBMS and NDBMS was introduced in 1917 in which data stored in hierarchical and network form, that is nothing but tree form and network form. RDBMS was introduced in 1918 in which data stored in tabular format. Here relational in the sense table. ORDBMS was introduced in 1919 in which data stored in object form. These are all the models of DBMS. So this depicts the how data stored in which format. FMS, HDBMS, NDBMS was outdated. Nowadays every company implementing RDBMS and ORDBMS. Let us understand RDBMS. It is one of the model of DBMS. It says how data should be stored and arranged in a system. RDBMS concept introduced by EF Code. EF Code introduced 12 rules. Is called code rules. If that 12 rules support any software is called perfect or DBMS software. For example, according to information rule, data must be organized in a tables, that is rows and columns. In RDBMS perspective, database in the sense collection of tables. Tables in the sense collection of rows and columns. Every table must contain primary key to uniquely identified records. For example, ID is uniquely identified here. One table is related to another table using foreign key. So ID is foreign key here. So like 12 rules are there. I will explain in a coming next session. Let us move to the another topic. RDBMS softwares. What are the RDBMS softwares? Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server, DB2, Teradata, PostgreSQL. Of course, some other databases also implemented RDBMS concept. So out of them, these are all very important. Let us move to the ORDBMS, Object Relational Database Management System. It is a combination of RDBMS and OOPS. RDBMS concept does not support some features. Then come to the picture ORDBMS. For example, RDBMS does not support reusability, but ORDBMS support reusability by using a user-defined data type. If you are curious to explain this topic, I will make another video. Up to Oracle 7 version, they were implemented RDBMS model. From Oracle 8 onwards, they were implemented ORDBMS model. Now let us understand what exactly Oracle. What is the full form of Oracle? Oak Ridge Automatic Computer and Logic Engine. The Oracle is a company come up with a software named Oracle which manages the data and it follows most of the rules suggested in RDBMS. So Oracle is a database management system which follows the RDBMS rule. Now let us move to the features of Oracle. Support high availability. So high availability in the sense it is available 24 into 7 hours. You can access data anytime. Support high scalability. For example, if number of user increases, some servers will be down. Such kind of problems it does not occur. If number of user increases, it work fine. Support high reliability. It measure accuracy and consistency and it does not give problems. Support data integrity. It provides quality of data. Data sharing. Multiple user can access at a time. For example, BookMyShow, Redbus. Support transaction. For example, if I send 1 lakh rupees from one account to another account, in my account 1 lakh rupees is debited, but 1 lakh rupees is not credited to another account. Such kind of problems is not occurred. The amount will be returned to their account. Support XML. So XML is for giving presentation of data. Support cloud. It is also provide service through cloud computing like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud. So these are all the features of Oracle. I hope you enjoy the session. Thank you.